Next up, before he sets up, the clicker is like a stafeta. You pass it to the next guy behind you. Good luck, and going in a second.
Sounds okay. Yeah. Okay. So hello, good morning, or I should say good afternoon. Um, I have been a real estate developer during these 25 past years. In all this time, especially after the big crisis, I have seen a lot of times, yeah, and I have met good real estate developers having problems to fund good real estate projects, but they couldn't acquire the funds needed for that. As you can see in this chart, bank credit for real estate developer has decreased dramatically from um, 9, 10, from to now. Yeah, and this is not for small real estate developers. This is for general real estate developers. So the small real estate developer is suffering, has a big pain with the funding. As you can see, the 53% of real estate developers, all the real estate developers have difficult funding difficulties, according to Brick Best in survey. And finally, you have that 80% of both developers and investors are think that there is a lack of digitalization in funding for real estate. So we started thinking about that. We tried to, we had to find a solution for that, for these pains, this pain for real developers and investors in real estate. And fortunately, we are in a digital age, and we have some tools that we can use to solve this, and like blockchain, like crowdfunding or crowd lending. And that is about this, connecting real estate developers, small real estate developers, with retail investors. How are we going to do this? We are doing crowd lending. We are providing to the real estate developer a crowd lending tool with which he's going to borrow, with our help, money from lenders, investors, willing for high returns in a time where interests are negative. Doing a loan agreement, and all this business will be done with a layer of blockchain on top. How the blockchain is going to work in this business? With a security token, we are going to issue a security token offering for each real estate development funded by investors. So the token will be a security. The technology we're going to use is Eternity. Average funds amount €500,000, and maybe 300 or so investors in each STO, in each security token offering. Why tokens? This is the key point of our proposal. We are creating tokens that are going to be traded in secondary markets. What for? Because we're going to provide transparency, more value, and mainly liquidity. This is our proposal, our value proposal. How are we going to have revenues? Our business model is very simple. A flat fee for each STO charged to the real estate developer, a percentage of the money, of the funding achieved, and some other services related to the business. The team, can we do this? Yes, I think we do. I am Jose Garcia. I have been working 30 years, almost 30 years. That's quite a lot of time in the real estate market. So this is what I know is this. But I have very good company because I have um, Enrique. He's a lawyer, and he has been working in a Nasdaq listed company. It's quite important. And well, and Last but not least, we have Lorenzo, and he's a great programmer, blockchain architect, a nice guy, and an entrepreneur, natural entrepreneur. We have some advisory board in Spain with some of the, in my opinion, brilliant, brilliant minds in real estate and blockchain. This is happening now. We're here looking for partnership and funding. Will you come with us? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jose. Do we have any questions in the room?
Or on the stream, we're going to give them 30 seconds. I just want to say that I'm really, really happy by the level of improvement from the last, at least for the first two teams, from the first demo day into 4 weeks. It's amazing.
Thank you.
So very, very happy by this. So if the other, I know the other teams are a little bit shy because they know if they ask you questions, you're going to ask them questions, and nobody wants that. So
no worries.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks for a great pitch. What's the regulation backdrop for this in the country you're planning on implementing, and how do you plan to overcome the regulation in that country?
Good question. In Spain, there is I should say, the regulation that can be interpreted, having interpretation to move on. So we have a law for the called Ley de Mercado de Valores, stock exchange law, something like that, that articles 40, 42, 40, 43. And we have a letter, a statement of the regulator, like the SEC, something like that in Spain, that says how STO will be, can be made. We went to see these guys, the regulator. We have a face-to-face meeting with them, and we are absolutely sure that how this works and that we are totally protected by Spanish legislation and jurisdiction.
Okay. There you go. Yes, Martin, thank you so much.
Okay, one more question. Okay, like when you create these STO tokens, where are they getting listed, or how can people then exchange them?
Okay, good question. We have, first of all, there are some STO exchanges in the United States, and in Liechtenstein, I believe there's one. Another one is in Gibraltar, if I'm not wrong. And I have some news that in Stuttgart stock exchange, they are going to open a security token exchange. And every day I read something new, and this is something that is going to happen in 2020. Obviously, liquidity will be a challenge in these exchanges, but we are going to be in the pole position to make it work.
We have a question from the stream, from Taner Dursun. Hope I pronounced that right. So what makes your idea different from the competitors currently out there?
The tokens. First of all, the focus and the simplicity of the idea. We are tokenizing debt. Debt used to make good real estate projects. It have to be profitable. Otherwise, there is no use in tokenize this. Good real estate projects. But the tokens will provide something that the industry right now doesn't have. It's liquidity. There is a challenge. That is something we have to work in, and we are already working hard. But the differentiation among the competitors is in the token. There are some very good crowdfunding, real estate crowdfunding platform, but none of them has a security token to tokenize this funding, and we do. Super.
Okay, I think that we're running out of time.
Yep. Thank you, Jose. Warm applause again for one of your colleagues. Thank you very much. Next up is